more bad government in Nigeria. Nigeria what? The only media that have been consistent speaking against the bad government and for the purpose for reformers. Nigeria what, yo? No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. The only media that have been speaking. No more bad government. The voice of the voiceless. No more bad government. No more bad for the poor. No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what be here? No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. In Nigeria. No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. The only media. No more bad government. The number one media in Nigeria. No more bad government. That have been speaking against government. No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what, yo? The voice of the voiceless. The voice of the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Niger what? Voice for the voiceless. Niger watch media. The only media that have been speaking against bad government. Being consistency since 1944.
You're on the backstage. Turn on your camera. I want to see the person behind that name, because once they start talking now, you might remain that backstage for the next 78 years. So just do it as I'm looking at it right now. If not, anything delay more than 30 seconds, you're going to be on that backstage till tell, sir. I want to see your face, you know. Okay, thank you, sir. I don't see you already. Thank you, sir. Okay. You can turn it off. Okay, Joseph Igama, please tell us where you joined us from. I don't know if you joined us before.
Yeah, I've joined you before. I'm joining from Lagos.
Oh, thank you very much, sir. Okay,
on this, yes, back there.
Okay, that's fine. On this broadcast, we are not calling on people to speak. We all are speaking, interjecting, and coming in whenever you want to speak. Okay. So, Mr. Jonathan, Tiobala is talking right now. Anybody can interject.
Okay. That's not. Make me a quickly interject like that now.
Hold on, please. Just a minute. First of all, Mr. Evis, thank you so much for playing that video.
Why you not going to give me the interjection at Tiobala?
Calm down now. You be calming down.
You don't diss me. I don't see you before.
Okay, God bless you.
Diss all these days.
Hold on now. Calm down.
Calm down. I know day up. I did down. You see me calm down. You see me climb up like Tinubu. I know day up. I did down. Where you diss all these days?
Don't make the broadcast boring. Let's discuss issue, please.
Optic 5 Viber. Welcome. Welcome back.
It is where I'm coming for you.
Go ahead. You said thanks for playing that video. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Professor Evis. Thank you so much. See, I wish I have $100 million. I would have given it to this guy. He has spoken the facts. There is no two ways about it. If you like, buy milk and honey to please these people in the name of say you want to get vote. They have one ideology, and that ideology is what this guy just talked about. And they have one mission. That is why they can buy for anything. Are you getting it? See, take it or leave it. Because if I bring foreign, we all know, they have a general view right from time because they want to dominate the world. You don't want to go into that aspect right now. And one of the ways for them to do it is through politics. And that have been the issue between the Shiites and the Sunnis and all of that. They have issue about that. So let's not go into that. Now let's go into the own.
Before you move on,
but on one side, it's not true on one side. You have not. He didn't mention the Southwest. I would like us to clarify on that Southwest. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm not going to think about it because
I'm Southwest. It's 101% true.
That's what.
No, Southwest is not true about Southwest. that one's a boo-boo.
It's a boo-boo now. It's a boo-boo. When I was talking about
it's a boo-boo. It gave you boo-boo and you drank it.
See, when I was talking about analyzing the regions, you people are pushing it aside. Now you are hearing it from a northerner. It is important, right? For you to win presidency in Nigeria, see, you have to analyze. That is where Tinubu is what is good at. You have to analyze it. You cannot push it aside.
All right, but my concern is that how do we help these people, because they are still the highest beggars on the street till tomorrow.
Yeah.
So how did they bestow this set of ideology?
You cannot help them. You see, you cannot help them. That is their fabrics. You cannot help them. See, let's see. One thing is, religion is so terrible than cancer. Once a man is being indoctrinated, once a man is indoctrinated, why do you think this guy they go about to blow themselves up? Because of indoctrination. Exactly. It will take even Jesus to come back and save them from all of this mess.
They are first lawyer to Mr. Najawo, they are first lawyer to their imam before the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. Mr. Elvis, their imam, as their imam did so, he can be on their mats and tell them to pour kerosene for the and they go drum. These guys, they don't see somebody can buy because of Buhari. They don't care. They don't care.
Yeah. You know, the argument that guy gave about the Northwest is not entirely true. See, it is not about winning it outright. You have to play the game according to the book. All you need is 25%. Someone like Peter Obi is not claiming, he's not naive to the point where he will believe he's going into the lion's den in the north and he wants to clinch those states. No. But he will gather enough that will give him that 25% in the northwest. He will get the northwest. He will get enough states there that he will gather 25%. And in the southwest, he will gather 25% in almost all the states, perhaps maybe with the exception of one or two. He will get 25% there, and he will win one or two also. And they'll come to the southeast. And
25% is not enough to win election.
Presidency now, you people are living in the United States. You people are living in the United States. When it comes to United States presidential election, you see how they
Electoral college.
You see how it's all state. It's all about state by state by state. They will tell you toss up states.
I agree with Dr. Jonathan.
Yes, you are very correct.
You are very, very correct. All that thing that guy said is living in the past. He doesn't know the dynamics yet. He's still living in the past. Dr. Jonathan, can I make a contribution, please?
Yeah, you know what? One very funny dicey thing is that he has said that thing. He has gone with it. He has said it and he has gone.
Okay, maybe we hear from Mr. Joseph. He don't cry, see me talk.
Okay, go ahead, sir. Go ahead, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. I really want to align with. First of all, I want to really thank you, this platform, for the job you've been doing. The last time I spoke was just before the last election. That was when I joined you. I really appreciate the work you've been doing. So I want to align with what the previous speaker, the last speaker, spoke. We should understand that the political realities in Nigeria is changing, is dynamic. Things are really changing. If you look at the demography, the percentage of young people in all these geopolitical zones, the number of these young people that don't have the mentality of our fathers, the number is increasing. So if you want to read the election the way it used to be 10, 20 years ago, is not correct. And if you look at, for the fact that someone like Peter Obi has come out clearly to state that he will go for just a term, that's very, very important. That's why I see someone like Amechi coming out to say that he's going for just a term. Because if you look at even people like, somebody made a contribution earlier on, I was saying that in this ADC, that they are trying to maybe they're just trying to, are just like acting in a way, but it's not correct. The truth is that the way the ADC is right now, it's open. If you have people that would want Atiku to emerge as a candidate, they have their group. Peter Obi has his own group. And then someone like Amechi now, he's seen the possibility of him coming out to succeed as a candidate. But the point is that the way it is, the kind of solidarity someone like Atiku had in previous elections, and then using money, as in dollars, to buy delegates in primaries and all that, it's not going to work in this coming election. One of the reasons is that if you look at most of these loyalists, people, if you name them, all these younger politicians that he helped brought up, almost all of them, they are looking at the possibility of them being able to run as the candidate in 2031. Being able to run as the candidate in 2031. So the likelihood of them at the end of the day disappointing Atiku to support someone like Obi is very, very high. Even people like Tamboa that supported in the last time, the likelihood someone like him, someone like El-Rufai, someone like all these other northern candidates, a lot of them are seeing the possibility of them that if Obi will stick to his one-term ticket, existing tenure, that if after that, about 2031, they have a higher chance for them to become president. So the kind of way you see a lot of them maybe just giving him all the support for him to emerge as a candidate of ADC. He won't enjoy that kind of benefit this time around. But even Peter Obi, like people say that he should be careful. He is very, very careful. The way things are right now, if he will want them to zone it, either is going to the north or the south. They have to make that clear before the primaries. If they refuse to do that, I don't see Peter Obi going into that primaries, because they will use money to just mess things up. Do you understand? Because he has other opportunity. It's not only a DC platform, that pathway that he has to the presidency. So long as someone like Atiku insists that he must run, Peter, there are some of these PDP governors in PDP. One of them, like Bala Muhammad or Fintiri, might decide to deputize him, and then so that by 2031 they can be the candidate. So there are other opportunities for Peter Obi. So so that's what
the reason why I will take your point on one condition is this: if all things being equal, like Tamboa and many other political beings in the northern part of the country, they all come together to support the person of Peter Obi so that they'll be able to emerge as the presidential candidate. In that aspect, those people can go back and relate to their people back, oh, this is what we are doing. Definitely, they're also listening. But on the other hand, if Peter Obi decide to go and run on his own, maybe Tamboa or Atiku, whoever got the ticket from the northern, definitely they are going to have one ticket. I believe that if it goes that way. That is where this guy, the video that every show, that analysis will now come to reality. Why? Because they will not leave their person on the ticket to come and vote for Peter Obi. And the reason being that because of their ideological differences and all of that, based on what they've been taught and what they believe in. But let's assume if Peter Obi is giving the ticket and is contesting with against Tinubu in 2027, those people in the north even perceive this person in the first part that okay, even the Yoruba Muslim or the normal day, they don't even regard as a full Muslim in that regard. But that is not even the issue. They can boldly vote for the person of Peter Obi. Peter Obi can swing out, as in rather can get the massive vote to win the election. But if on the other hand, there is any discrepancy or whatever may happen during the primary, Obi decide to run on his own, Atiku or whoever got the ticket from the other side decide to run from the north, and Tinubu is running, the massive vote, remember, most of the votes we have been getting over time are majorly from the north. You know, they will not get that massive vote again for the north if they pick a candidate that is north-centric. In addition to that, remember, 25% does not win you election. Obi got to 25% across major states. But when they started manipulating votes from the northern part of the country, just one state alone cover almost about 2 states in the south. So what are we trying to
Excuse me,
say?
please. No, the 25% the former speaker spoke was 25% from northern states, especially all these northwestern states. Because from southern states, like south, south, and southeast, he will lock those states down completely. So it's just for him. He doesn't need to win all these northwestern states. Most of them, if he can get 20, even 25%, that is good enough for him to come out as winner.
In the current structure, as we have it in Nigeria, the 25% is the most important part of it all.
On what condition? That you have a state whereby
very sacrosanct.
Yeah,
it's very important, we know, but on the condition that you have like 2-3 states whereby you can gather.
My brother, in election, you are not expected to win all the states, even the 25%. You're not expected to get all the 25%. You have your base, you have your catchment area, and you have a catchment area where you're going to get 25%. That is what my brother said. I agree with Jonathan. The dynamics of election have gone beyond you sitting down and saying, because I'm my tribe. I just need 25% from your tribe. That's all. I'll play the game that I get it. Obi is playing the game.
Sorry.
Obi is playing the game well. Yes.
Black Panther,
I am good.
25% does not give you the total number of
value. Yes, the total. Look, when you are talking about, you have your base where you grab the vote.
Let me tell you.
But you need 25% in some key areas in the north.
Peter Obi got it now. Supreme Court.
You don't understand the politics.
Let's forget those one now. Let's forget those one now. Look at it.
Hold on, sir. Hold on, sir. There is a book just written by Chidi Odinkalu, and there's a video he made. I would like for you to go and listen to that video and possibly read the book.
No, say it now. Make it. Give us what you understand about there.
So yes, now, Kalu wrote a book on election. Yeah, you are right.
So, see, Supreme Court, all we are seeing today play out is election. The election is just
see what we are discussing, right? Okay, fine. The total number of votes from the southeast. The total number of votes from the southeast. Can you compare it with 2 states from Katsina and maybe Kano?
See, let me tell you something. You know why 25% is the key? You know why 25% is the magic? If you like, get 20 million votes, but you end up winning 16 states. You are in the president. So if you like, gather the whole.
You need a 2/3 spread. The 2/3 spread, you need it to win the election.
You need that 25%.
There is an and clause there, not just 2/3. There is an and clause, please.
There's no and clause. There's no and clause.
See, there is no presidency.
There is an and clause there,
for such candidates.
Supreme, you are playing to the hands of Supreme Court now. It's like you are playing, you are selling what Supreme Court
Supreme Court if a candidate, for example, if a candidate, end up having say 15 million votes, but he won only 25% in 18 or 19 states, he has not made the constitutional requirement to be declared. Okay.
There have to be a rerun. There have to be a rerun.
And then another candidate, it will be a rerun between him and that candidate that actually, ended up getting 25% into third, which is 24, but that candidate had 10 million votes. Both of them will go for a rerun. So
at that point, during a rerun, there is nothing like 25%. So.
During rerun, there's nothing like 25% now, but it will now tell you, there's nothing like 25% during rerun. But remember, but remember, at that time, that's how it is done. Vote will be split. So don't expect that 15 million that automatically that candidate will get that 15 million again. No.
Yeah.
Not going to be so.
That person who did not gather the highest number of votes then might likely not get that same highest number of votes. So the point here is, but we are always speculating based on that.
See, Tio Bala. I don't think you are really getting it very well. You are still standing on the premises of the North have the power to decide who the president is. That is why you are arguing. You see, when the dynamics of the politics
Yes,
starts,
they have.
look,
They
they
Most
don't
don't.
have
cases,
any
They
more. They
don't.
don't have the numbers. They don't have the numbers anymore.
they
don't.
have the
They
numbers.
don't.
See,
They don't have
see,
it.
Teobala,
They don't have it.
Okay,
when I
can you
mentioned,
put it
when I
on the
mentioned
screen? Let's see the numbers.
Teobala,
You see those 15 million.
how did
You see that 15 million that I talked about earlier. When there is a rerun, I mean, if a rerun happens, you see part of that 15 million that people from this southwest and southeast that gather vote from them is going to lose them during that time. That's at that rerun. Make no mistake about that. So don't just say you want to run to the bank with that 15 million in the rerun. No, it's not going to happen. So the 25% is key, and it is the only aspect that they cannot manipulate. As somebody said, that 25% is sacrosanct. They cannot manipulate 25%, 25%.
See,
You see that when Tinubu did not get 25%
how many votes
of
did Peter Obi
Abuja.
get in Katsina State?
You said what?
How many votes did Peter Obi get in Katsina?
No, I can't. I can't. All I know is that Peter.
That's the point. That's the point we are making now. In a lot of almost all those northwestern states, he didn't get anything close to 25%. That was the challenge we had in the last election.
And okay, sir, I believe you are privy to so many information the guy coming from that area. The total number of votes from Kano, Katsina, is it not even Kaduna? Kaduna can be splitted. Maybe Northeast, but generally Northeast, I don't know. Can you compare it with the number that will come out of Southeast?
Yes, the point is that moving forward, if you look at the last election, they disenfranchised so many people from voting. That was part of rigging. They did some rigging pre-election. That's why this suggestion. Sorry?
It will continue.
No, but there's a way we can't reduce it to the barest minimum.
No,
the point I'm trying to make is this. The point I'm trying to make is this. Just listen, please, sir. The point I'm trying to make is if you look at previous election before all this card reader and all this technology were introduced, a lot of all those millions of votes you see in all those KKK and all that, there were imaginary votes. They weren't like real votes. But after all these beavers and all these card reader, the number of votes from the north and some of these southern states and all that, the margin ordinarily is not too much. All what the southern states need to do is for the young people.
That's how we are saying.
Yes, it's the young people here to get more politically active. A lot of the young people here, we have the number because that they don't have PVCs. They don't take politics seriously here. That's the problem in the southern region. Moving forward, they should be encouraged to get their PVC. And moving forward, like if you look at the INEC, they try not to even give people that register, they try to disenfranchise them by not even releasing their PVCs to them before election. That's why there is this push that they shouldn't just rely on just PVC. If you have your voter's card, if you have your international passport, if you have your driver's license, you can use those IDs to vote. So that's what they are trying to do moving forward for the next election.
Thank you very much. That Mr. Evans played is very important. They put politics in their own religion's ideology. That's why you see the lowest person in the northern region have the reason to go and vote at the end of the day because they believe that is the person that will bring God's kingdom or whatever to them, And whenever you do the work of Allah, you are going to heaven. And one of them to do that is to support your brother. That is one. And again, in 2020, during 2023 general election, the number of states that Peter Obi won 25% were more than the number of states that Atiku won 25%. Are you getting it? If there were to be a rerun, they would have considered Tinubu and Atiku. Obi would have been left out in that election. So fine, 25% is very sacrosanct. But more importantly, you must consider where you are going to get, at least if one of the states like Lagos, for instance, remember PDP and APC then, they will use Rivers State, Delta State, and Lagos to gather that 1 million vote. No matter the vote that is coming out of the north, everything will balance out. But now we don't have that one again because of those too many political parties. So 25% is very okay. But
See,
see,
Yobala, we are discussing now because we are putting 3 people are going to contest. We are making it because what we are discussing now, we are saying if 3 of them contest, this is how they are going to pick
3 or more.
Yeah, 3. No, 3. Forget more. Forget all those more. All those one they know they contest, they sell their this thing. 3 people that are from this.
No, but it could be 4. It could be 4 major candidates at the end of the day. It mustn't be just 3.
But let's say we are basing our stuff is on 3 now. If you say 3 people are contesting now. Yobala, you see that your calculation is not going to work.
Which are how many?
Because
how many?
That your calculation is not going to work.
For how many?
Because Atiku is a destructive element, even in the north, as we are talking now.
About how many, please?
The calculation you made now, I'm talking about based on the calculation you did now. If we say 3 people are going to contest now, Atiku might not win because a lot of people are going to sabotage that I agree with him in the north before.
No, don't say Atiku. What about if Erufai is the one contesting in the north?
Erufai is not going to contest now. Why
don't Erufai is not contesting. Erufai is not contesting.
Why you saying
Erufai can only be as a VP candidate?
He's building up his name now. How is he going to contest? What are you just saying? You know the atrocity committed in the north.
Where did you see the list of people that are contesting?
See, Yobala, no bet. Bring $100, drop $100. Why are you contesting with me? You like to bring something that you contest.
Why said that he's not contesting for presidential election in 2027.
He's not
I've heard him say that. He's not.
He cannot contest.
He can only be a running mate to someone. That's just it.
He can only be a spoiler.
Can he be running mate?
See, Yobala, look.
Sure, he can
be. The possibility of Erufai contesting is less than 1.
No, we have agreed on that now. That okay.
Okay. If Erufai is going to be deputizing, they are going to lose the entire South.
For who?
Anybody that he will deputize with is going to lose the entire South.
Deputize Obi, uncle.
He cannot deputize Obi.
Why?
Obi won't take him. They won't agree.
No,
they won't agree. The political calculation.
Your running mate is beyond you. It's beyond you. It depends on who is pushing Erufai. For instance, now, if Buhari's camp and some key northern bloc decide that it's Erufai that will be Obi doesn't have any choice. That's just the simple truth.
Okay, which camp Erufai be? Which camp?
Politically, Erufai will be a political liability in the South, regardless who is backing whatever. It's a serious political liability, and any serious candidate who is thinking about becoming president will not even touch it. Tinubu does not even want to have anything to do with Rufai, not as a minister. When the facts came out, they will use everything. And now remember, APC now have all the data on that they didn't even have before. They have it on Erufai, and they will just throw everything out. So that's
how the point is that
the fact that Tinubu said that the security information on Erufai will not permit him to appoint him as a minister.
It's not true. It has nothing to do with security report. The point is that so long as it's under a coalition, I'm coming now. Let me explain. Forget about that Tinubu talk. They know why they say sideline him. It's a different talk. They can use any reason to sideline you. Forget about. Don't take them serious for that matter. The point I'm trying to make, sir, is this.
Don't just jump. Let's finish this one.
Okay.
Don't just make a point.
That's what I'm saying. The point I'm making is that. Okay, sorry.
You want to leave it hanging. You want to leave it. This is a discussion, and people are listening. So when you make a point, you don't leave it hanging, because you leave that impression, people will take that as being.
No, I'm not leaving it hanging. The point I'm trying to make.
The reason why Tinubu did not go ahead, politics part of it, agree, but Erufai has became a political liability going forward. Even
yes.
let's forget about 2-3 years ago, just 2 days ago, Dati still stated it. He said the intelligence on Erufai, he himself cannot say it on national TV. The airwaves will not even take it.
No. It's not for Erufai. He said it's for the current vice president. that is said.
That is for Shettima.
He is the vice
For
president.
Shettima.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
No,
Shettima.
so let me tell you. See, if Obi or any candidate is running on his party, and then you have the liberty to determine who your vice president will be, you have this flexibility to say, okay, it's this person. But under this kind of coalition, so long as you don't have the liberty to decide who your running mate is going to be. When in politics at this level, so long as there is a northern bloc, because right now Obi needs a reasonable number of votes from the northern bloc. If the key players, those that decide things in the north, decide anybody they pick, whether it's El Rufai or anybody, Obi has no choice than to accept him. That's just it.
See, what is the thing is that the northerners, they will not be naive to that point where they will also put out a candidate that they knew ab initio will be a liability in the south. They will not do that.
No. All they need is someone that will get vote in the north. Obi will take care of the south. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. It's someone that will get vote in the north for them. That's what is important.
The thing is that any candidate that they will pick from the north that becomes a liability, the opposition will run it and they will use it against. They will use it.
Who is Tinubu not a liability? Shettima not a liability? Which of them is not a liability? So long as they not decide that this is the person we want, there is nothing as a candidate. So as Peter Obi is a better candidate.
My brother, that thing where you do, you mix them together.
I'm talking about the south. You are not when you talk about Tinubu.
You are talking about the north alone. You are not talking about the south.
I'm talking about south, but when you talk about Tinubu, you injected the north into it. No, let's stay on the south.
See, Oga Jonathan, hold on. See, when we are talking about this, the dynamics of the whole politics, we should not base only on one section of the country. If you are basing it on the one section of the country, then you are not going. You are not going to see any president at all. You're not going to see any president at all if you continue to base it on one section. So then what is the reason why we are coming into the whole thing entirely? If you are basing your argument on one section, they'll pick a dog to come and... It's not like that. The dynamics have changed and the youths are coming up in the north to vie for position. So you don't say what El Rufai say, El Rufai will come in. Which group El Rufai come from? Who is his godfather? Tell me, can any of you tell us who is his godfather? Because all of them has a godfather. Can you tell me who is his godfather? That's what you people don't know. They don't bring anyhow person. The reason why the vice president that came in now, they brought in, was just because it was a child of circumstances. The North doesn't play politics like that. Bring somebody that has a bad record. They don't do that. Go and check their history. They don't do it. So when people come now and say because of what Agbados does, now it now become a new dynamics, it's a lie. It's a lie. It's not.
So the point is that we from the south might consider Rufai as someone that has baggage. They're not done as themselves. Are they telling you that Rufai has baggage to them?
You are still believing.
That's one question you have to answer.
You still have this notion that the North.
Yes, it's a baggage to them because most of the. Let me answer that question.
You still have this.
No. I have solution. I'll have answer to that question. You see, let me tell you why it's a baggage. El Rufai went to the Senate for approval. El Rufai was first opposed by the Northerner. If you don't know, go and check the record. He was first opposed by the Northerner. Who brought him down? It was the North that brought him down because they had majority of votes in that Senate. So when you are talking, make sure you make reference and look at the dynamics they are playing in the Senate and what brought him down. You know the majority of who is voting in the North because they control the vote in the North.
No, so what happened in the Senate when he has to do with El Rufai is because of presidential ambition 2031. It has nothing to do with all those security stuff they talked about. Some of those people in the North, people like Ribado and all those people, the current vice president and all that, they knew that if El Rufai comes into this government and he's prominent, he will be like an opponent.
No, my brother.
Okay, there's no problem. It's okay.
It was due to security report from the agency.
Security
report. Shettima himself doesn't have security report in regards to Boko Haram.
Let me tell you.
Let me say this. Hold on, please. Let me say this about Shettima. As at that point in time, I said it yesterday, the information that Tinubu was privy to before the election or during the election, completely different when he became president. And now he has the dossier by that office, by virtue of that office of president, everything on Shettima, that today he doesn't want to have anything to do with Shettima. What about
the Minister of State Defense, Watamale, as Zamfara? Or he doesn't have his own district and gave him sensitive appointments as Minister of Defense.
These are the baggage that Tinubu has been treading on very, very cautiously. Very, very cautious. And he's doing it because of 2027. He's doing it because once you will see 2027, or we pray. Our prayer is that Tinubu is kicked out.
See, okay, Jonathan. Let me make our brother understand this. Ministerial position is a bargain. It's what is given to your section of the country. That section of the country, the north, that you bring. It is not the president that will select. It is the north that will select it. You understand me? Defense, sometimes I'll say, is the prerogative of the president, but sometimes because they have majority in the military, they dictate what goes on. So sometimes the president can give that particular position to one of them. So that is how it depends on how you bargain how you bargain it from that section when you are playing your politics. That is why we said this man that is coming in as the president is very, very assiduous, because he has done a lot of things that will compromise the presidency. That is why we reviewed him. But if we want to use that as a yardstick to play the dynamics of this present politics, it's not going to work out, because I see it as a circumstances that brought about all these things that we are seeing today. But now it's very volatile and nobody wants to make a mistake. If you make a mistake, you are going to have this match till 2031, and it's not going to be easy for everyone. So that is why they are very careful.
What is your proposed solution?
The proposed solution, as which kind of solution are you talking about?
Like, are you talking about regarding the VP, right? The vice president.
The vice president, you can look, the people you are going to, after you select, what the politicians think is the people they are going to meet. Because your opposition, the opponent, is going to calculate using the mistakes that you have done to do politicize to the people. And it's definitely going to convince some few other people that in the public that have decided they can still convince them and add money to it to convince them.
In a coalition like this, you cannot choose your own VP. You cannot choose your own VP.
Yes, you're right now. You can't choose your own VP now.
You cannot choose your VP, but at the same time, for example, let's look at this theoretical scenario.
They can recommend for you.
If Obi is selected as their presidential candidate, what will most likely happen is that they will give that slot of vice presidency to Atiku. Whoever Atiku
Atiku can. Okay.
No, see, Atiku will not be the vice president, but even if Atiku brings a mosquito, even if Atiku brings a mosquito, that's the vice president. However, Atiku in his own political calculus will not bring someone that will be a liability, because he wants to enjoy. He wants to have.
And El-Rufai is not. It's not in his camp.
He's not, so he's not going to do that. He will be very, very calculative on it, and he will make sure that he nominates, he puts someone forward that it will be.
Yeah, I agree with you 100% on this.
So that he still want to continue that influence. If he brings in anybody that ends up cause them vote in other parts of the country, that influence is lost.
But Atiku
they will give it to him. They will
bring VP. So he cannot bring VP.
No, it won't be he alone, but he'll be the one that will decide at the end of the day. So long as he's ready to step back and allow Peter Obi to be projected, he'll be the one that will determine who the VP will be in the coalition.
Him alone, Atiku can decide who is going to be the VP if he's given that slot, because they give the slot to the head of the group. They don't give it to all the group.
Because see, it's all about political calculation. Peter Obi is a Saturn. is not a Muslim. So where you are going to the north, you must bring a VP that will appeal to the religion subset of the north. Whether you like it or not, we have already established that fact that the
And nobody is debating that now. Nobody is debating that with you.
Did you know how Oshibajo emerged as the vice president under Buhari?
Yes.
You know who picked him. You know who picked him. Was
that's the same thing we are saying now.
Was there a contestation on that one?
Because Tinubu, they actually wanted Tinubu to be the VP because of this Muslim ticket of a team. Tinubu have to recommend Osinbajo, and Osinbajo was not his attorney general or something like that. He worked with Tinubu or something of that nature. He recommended
Muslim or no.
The point is that in this coalition, ADC, Atiku is the most prominent northern politician in that coalition. So as long as he's not going to be the candidate, if it's Peter Obi that will be the candidate, he will be the one that will nominate. He won't do it alone. He has a team, but he is the one that will influence who will deputize, who will run with Peter Obi. So that's the point you are making.
When it comes
Sorry? No, El-Rufai major gross is for him to see that Tinubu doesn't get back. If he gets to him, good. If he gets to him, good. But if he doesn't get to him, there are other positions that they'll give to him at the end of the day. But Atiku will be the major person that will decide that. So long as he doesn't emerge as a candidate.
Atiku have Tambuwal.
Let me say this so that people can understand it.
Yeah, Tambuwal is a good candidate.
Fintiri is there for him. These are
no, I would prefer people like Fintiri and others to Tambuwal.
Let me clear one issue here. See, the head of a group cannot be a vice president, can only be a president in Nigeria context. Now, when Tinubu was given a vice president slot, he calculated, he gave it to the person that cannot disobey him at all. The person that will spy for him, and he gave it to the pastor. And the pastor did well, but at the tail end, they fought. So Tinubu now got what he had in that struggle. That's why Tinubu was struggling, because the vice president was also paved the way for him, but he didn't do it. He now rather came out to want to become president. So the game is that if a slot is given to a leader, he had the prerogative to decide among his children who he will give, depending on whether he has an ambition or he wants to become a godfather at the long run. So if they give a slot to Atiku can say who you want to give to. That is what makes everybody respect a godfather in politics. They don't argue with him, say, oh no, why should you give it? No. It doesn't happen. If in a Nigerian context, it doesn't happen.
You know why his cabinet is so bloated? He has 48 or 49 ministers, because he has to fulfill all his obligations. Part of them is that this former vice president, Tinubu gave him a slot, and the guy, submitted his own name, and he cannot reject it. He has to. So, and many others like that he made arrangements with. It was a deal even before the election that he had with all these people, and he has to fulfill it. So that's one of the reasons. That's why it's not with despite all the public outcry and everything, it's not the best for Nigeria. There is no need for this. Tinubu, because politics to him is the key thing at the detriment of the whole economy of Nigeria. He continued to keep his obligation with these people, because there's no reason. At least I can mention 5 people that it was all on obligatory level that they became ministers for Tinubu to fulfill his own side of the deal. A prominent one of them is the VP, Oshibajo, and he gave Tinubu his own person. And Tinubu, being the man that he is, that's why his cabinet is so. Those people are doing nothing. You can only mention, as we sit here now, you can only mention maybe 5 or 6 maximum 7 ministers or ministries that are holding the Nigerian economy, that are really functioning. That the rest of them are redundant. They are doing nothing. It's just waste They just all waste. And Tinubu knows very well. He knew it very well that they are all just sitting there, just wasting resources. So that is just it. So when it comes to all this appointment and all this nomination, it's all politics, completely politics. And I believe that.
But what I'm saying now concerning this coalition, it is the way they are going. I love it so much. Let them continue to play the card of who is going to be the president. They should tell us who they are going to nominate. Let it continue like that. So,
Waziri has started campaigning, telling his people.
I hope
let all of them campaign one time.
This
one, but if the ADC, if they don't zone the presidency to the south, it will crumble. The coalition will crumble.
My brother is already zoned.
Can it crumble tomorrow, please? So that we'll move on.
No, if they don't, it will crumble. That's just true. I know there will be a lot of pressure on Atiku to calm down. There's a lot of pressure from his side for him to calm down. So that's just the truth.
I don't trust these people.
See, let me ask all of you a question now. You see, when Atiku came up for the coalition, all of us, what's our reasoning now? Oh, Atiku must contest because of his antecedent. Is it not so? And Nigerian politicians are very smart.
Antecedent because it's ambition.
Yes, it's ambition. All of us knows that now. Then I want to ask you all a question. Do you think he has not done his homework very well in a way that they are doing this coalition? Do you think he's not going to submit to the coalition decision? That's a question to everyone.
The coalition decision said all of them should fight for it.
Exactly. Okay, we Peter Obi also submit to the coalition decision.
No. The coalition decision has not. They've not really told us. No. The coalition, the secretary, and the chairman of the coalition of the ADC has not come out to speak. So what we are hearing is TikTok from other people. The person to speak is the chairman or the secretary or the PRO of the coalition. So what we are hearing now is TikTok. That is what we are hearing now. You have not done
the provost of the party has spoken. What are you still waiting for?
Wait. They have not done the primaries to select the leadership structure, the ESCO of ADC. We are all expecting them to now say, oh, this is the president. Why would they jump like this? Now, not even look the structure first. They never set up any structure. It's just interim government that is there. And interim government cannot do that. They have to go into primaries and select who is going to be their chairman, secretary, PR. They have to zone everything so that they will have a good structure. They will not bring in the president. That's the coalition already do their job.
Mr. Black Panther, even with an interim chairman, interim secretary, they can go ahead with their primaries.
They can't because
no. That wasn't what they said. They already said that they are going to do convention to have a substantive leadership.
Let me tell you another clause. Let me tell you all another clause in the ADC. The ADC's clause, constitution says, if you are not 2 years in the party, you cannot vie for the presidency or any position through the party.
They'll waive that now. They always have waiver. They'll waive that clause.
There's no waiver in this one, no. There's no waiver.
No, they will waive. They will waive. 2023 election, the candidate didn't spend up to 2 years before he emerged as the candidate of that 2023 election.
That is another party now. Look, my brother.
No, I mean ADC. No, I'm talking about ADC. Kachuku Dumebi. He wasn't up to 2 years. So every party, there can always be waiver. There can always be waiver. Yes.
Are you sure Kachuku wasn't up to 2 years?
I'm 100% sure. There can always be waiver.
Okay. I will take your.
That's why the likes of Mogalu were disappointed that somebody would just pop up. Kachuku, that guy spent a lot of money. If you know his background, if you know his background.
But we should all know that they got to within 2 years they are going to go into primaries and select their leader, their ESCO. That one is for sure because they have 2 years. They have 1.5 years to do that. So no isolation. The secretary is coming in unopposed. The chairman is coming in unopposed. So other things will be zoned because they've already zoned the secretary and the chairman. Now they are going to take the first vice and the second vice, then the deputy secretary and all other positions are going to be zoned. They are going to do it very well, but they are very mindful because this Agbado man can bring in a loyalist to contest inside there. And I don't know.
See, you are not even talking about you are not talking about the party structure.
That is what I'm talking about now.
You remember, ADC don't have structure. When we want to
that is what they need to put in place.
ADC don't have structure at all. Their own is even worse than Labour Party.
They are going to use PDP structure.
Oga Jonathan, the structure that they're going to use is shared among the groups that came into the coalition and the people that are in the party before they came.
It's PDP. They should not be calling them PDAPC.
No. My group, my brother, they don't come as a party. They come as a group in a party. They call themselves names.
No, it doesn't matter whether you call yourself name or whoever you call yourself.
No. It matters.
Hold on now, just a minute. I know whatever name you call yourself. See, you are talking about political structure. The only political structure we know today, is APC, PDP, maybe little of Labour. I getting it. So with this coalition, they're going to leverage on PDP political structure because they have it across the
all the people that came there, they are all PDP. Whether they go to APC, they become back to they are PDP.
Peter Obi is PDP. All of them are PDP. Who else? Apart from maybe a few of even Rotimi Amechi is PDP.
Amechi PDP, El-Rufai PDP. They're all PDP.
So definitely they are leveraging on PDP structure in the end.
So my brother, look, what they are trying to hang every one of you, every one of us, I would say, they have to build their party structure very well, and they have to do it in a very clean way. But they are very slow in it. They want us to be decided, who is the president, and we are jumping the gun, because of our anxiety or because we don't want to lose. You understand now? That is why
I'm just trying to put pressure on them to do the right thing. Yes.
Very, very important. Is good. The pressure is
very important.
Well, I want us to do it.
The right thing.
I want us to do this. Let's promote Obi. Let's promote Obi more because they are listening to us. Let's promote Obi more. The obedience should do more promotion of Obi so that it will not start saying that, if Atiku don't do mistake, if he come again, now the same thing he go see. People go come up for the ADC again. They go vote Tinubu in. No. We all know now. So
before the ADC primaries, if Obi doesn't have assurance that he will match, he won't even put his head.
They don't get assurance before they finish, before they come join ADC, Oga.
No. The discussion is still ongoing. This discussion is ongoing.
The discussion was
the way politics is. It can't be 100% yet. There's a lot of things still happening. That's why I see that the way that is sounding is just making them to know that they just need to do the needful.
This so politician, what you see, let me tell you, my brother, this Nigerian politician is so.
Even that he recommended, I remember one of the videos Nigeria was showed that he recommended Rufai.
That he recommended any Rufai.
He commended Rufai now. He said that
no. He said what he said was like this. El-Rufai was on a very plain ground that if El-Rufai is a citizen, he still has the right. He was talking from the perspective of right.
No, not be right.
Not him
recommending him. They asked him that, okay, say it was 2 people or 3 persons they need. At least, if I can get that part clearly, that El-Rufai is one of them. They mentioned it now.
He did not recommend. That's what I'm telling you. I did not recommend. Okay. Yes, he commended. Yes, you are right. He commended on El-Rufai issue, which is fair to me.
Not on the negative part. I mean,
not on the negatives. Yes. He commented on it. I listened to that. Yeah, you are right on that. But he cannot say I will recommend. You cannot recommend El-Rufai now because that would be a political suicide. There's no game in that. He was just being very careful. You see the interview, he was being skeptical and careful, try to control the narratives in the interview. So I understand him. And you see that every one of them from each group came out to speak. But the chairman and the secretary refused to speak. But the secretary only spoke when he got to Lagos. He's in Lagos now. He got to Lagos and he now spoke to the crowd that was there. He said they should be ready for everything that we are set So he spoke to the Western guys that came to receive him in the international airport. So let us just continue to promote Peter Obi. That is what we should be doing. Don't question. You can question, but don't put too much emphasis on whether the coalition will choose him or not. Let them choose Atiku. They will know the kind of tornado bomb that will meet them. They can't do the same mistake the same time all over again now. People should understand Nigerian politicians.
The coalition is going to choose Peter Obi. Like I said,
they not fit do the same mistake. Go choose Atiku. They go lose now.
He's going to choose Peter Obi. Look at it. It's going to be one term. There's no two ways about that. It's going to be one term. Then the other person from the north will take over. That is it.
You know, Atiku tested it in PDP. He said, if I finish ruling, I will choose East. When he tested it, he saw the result. He got 6 million. He lost. So will he come and try it with these vampires that gathered around him? So he can't now. He can't.
It is easy to say he can't. If he wants to contest, he's a citizen, so you cannot hold him not to contest. He can choose not to be a member of ADC.
See. Look, everybody, every politician
I beg Black Panther. When they talk, if new person join, when they give a chance to talk, and any new person that join the panel, I'm not calling people to speak. You have to join the conversation. Mr. Ike is good to have you on the show, sir. Good evening to you. You guys will go ahead. Thank you.
The newcomers, we are baptizing you guys. Go ahead, speak. Fire on. We want to hear your view.
Hello, everybody.
Is it Olumide or me? Olumide, are you trying to take over?
It's me. I haven't spoken. Can I speak?
Olumide no new. Top man.
Olumide, I beg, wait. Olumide, this Olumide like that politician. But look at the way you're at. No. You overtake Mr. Ike.
You see him.
I was only responding to Black Panther's call. Every new person talk. You say make every new person talk now. So
go ahead.
Okay, thank you, Elvis. I just want to say I've been watching things for a while now, and I just want to say that see. People, we like to delude ourselves a lot, you know. We like to delude ourselves a lot. See, when things are falling apart, the next thing they will do is they will call for coalition. And you know, I'm just laughing. I just hope that Peter Obi doesn't fall into their trap. Just look at the people who have come together to form a coalition. Just look at the caliber of people. Look at their character traits. Look at their antecedents. What legacy, what antecedents do they have? You want to talk about El Rufai? You want to talk about Atiku? You want to talk about... Begin to name all of them one by one. All of them 2-term governors. Achievement 0. So I mean, I just don't get it. If the purpose of this
not
coalition,
just only governor, some of them even ministers.
I know that. I'm just saying, like, look at the caliber of majority of them, and you expect that the reason why they want to form a coalition right now is because Tinubu has skinned them out in the looks of things, in the politics of what is going on in that country, and they have lost their own piece of pie.
I think I disagree with you, Olumide.
Let me finish, Oga. Don't worry. That's number one. Number two, the sensible thing. What coalition? What does it matter?
It do matter.
If people don't listen, if people don't want to see the way things are right now, whether you like it or not, Tinubu has lost popularity, not just in the north or in the south or southeast, but even from his own base where he's from, southwest. I'm telling you, if they hold a free and fair election today, he will lose. All you need to be clamoring for is a free and fair election.
Which you cannot get. You cannot get free and fair election.
Then how will coalition give you the result you want.
It has happened before.
The power. He controls the institution of the country.
It depends.
Look at what he did the last time. So how is he going
Jonathan
to
control the power?
Olumide, it seems you just woke up and you didn't think about it. You just started. Wait. Wait, Olumide, let me land. It's not an insult. It's with due respect. With due respect, it seems you woke up and that is what we saw. We woke up. We saw the conglomerate of. No. Let me land now. Let me land.
I know you antecedent. Now, so you
let me
keep
land.
yourself.
Let me land now. Let me land.
You all keep yourself say Obi go win tribunal. You keep
all
yourself
of us.
say you don't go lose PDP and APC go lose.
See. I cannot say what tomorrow will be like.
You like to kill yourself a lot.
No. I cannot say what tomorrow will look like, my brother. If you want to go to the extreme, you will not get the followers you need. And Nigeria was not built in such a way that you can have. Wait. The Nigerians you have now cannot form a revolution. It is not possible. The only thing you can have, you have to manage it.
It is the port belly millionaire.
You have to look. See. You can, Oga. You cannot drive
the issue of Oga. You cannot drive or not. See, we already know that. It's no longer news.
We already know. Don't tell us what we know. Don't tell us what we know. We know them. So give us a pathway. How can we? I don't want to use some word to open up Obi to some kind of thing that they will start thinking. Let us talk on. How will Obi manage them, or if peradventure they choose him, and if they don't choose Obi, what will the atmosphere of politics look like? What is the dimension? What is the kinetic, ability we can use to make it? So what can you say? You cannot be angry against them. You are going to lose election. So what's your benefit?
Look, I'm not going to kid myself. Even if Obi wins that election, forget it. He's not going to rule that country.
Why?
With the caliber of people that
let him get there first. Maybe Tinubu they rule the country. They control him. Exactly. What are you saying? Tinubu not they rule the country. They control him.
Nobody.
What are you talking? You say if you get there, not the president to call himself. Are you going to kill him there?
If he not rule the country, let people stop all this. On this planet Earth.
Let people stop all this thing they are saying. Obi is a man. Obi is a man.
Delude in ourselves. Maybe that the delude in ourselves they go.
Okay. Let me ask you. This guy no rule. DJ no rule in Nigeria. They control him. What did they talk here, sir? DJ no rule in Nigeria. DJ he no rule Nigeria for 6 years.
I bet if 7 years. If they talk person, they talk mumu person for years.
Which one be they talk person? No rule. You don't require him. Then control him.
Wait, Peter Obi did not govern Anambra State.
I don't know why now they talk like this. Now they talk. Now they like saying I not get. I know. I just. Okay, scatter them now. See.
Even if it's me, the opportunity to rule the country, I'll rule it well. No, you talk about anything. You just have to have mind to do what you want to do. Anybody that will be there is not coming from space. If you don't know yourself, you don't know yourself. If you know yourself, you know yourself. As simple as that.
Clamoring for is power. Power without any.
Me, I'm not looking for a ruler. I'm looking for a leader.
Power without purpose. Your country has gone to the dogs. If they hold a free and fair election today, Obi will win. I have no doubt in my mind that he will win. Coalition or you don't need any coalition. You understand?
But you will not get free and fair election. Where are you going to get it?
The last 2023 election proved that if you hold an election today, the guy will win.
Nobody is arguing. The purpose, let me tell you, one of the major reasons for this coalition
going to change.
See, the major reason for this coalition is to have a group that has all the force that Tinubu, the way Tinubu is right now, like you said, even if any other person comes on his own and win, he might decide not to leave as and give you that. Because with this coalition, the way this coalition is, he will know.
So
you don't understand. Some of these people,
are you saying that they carry arms against the government?
No, it's not carrying arms. Listen now, they are just like before that good luck election, 2015 election. APC made it clear that if they don't allow free and fair election, that they are ready to bring down the country. That's the same kind of.
All you want to bring is chaos. The same chaos
You don't
that
understand.
Tinubu.
Are we not already in chaos, my brother?
Listen.
Are we not
My
already in
brother,
chaos?
you
Which
don't know
chaos are you afraid
Olumide.
of
Leave
again?
Olumide make it talk. Now we
Which
know
chaos
Olumide.
is
Let am
beyond
talk.
with this one now?
Let me explain. You guys have been talking from over 3 days. I beg now. Today I just enter.
If you enter today, we no go time you. Which one they talk here? In 5 minutes you talk, you go stop talking.
So let me tell you something. The same mistake that Tinubu did against Jonathan is what you want to repeat, where they bought Fulani killers from other
They
parts
are
of
not
Africa
bringing
to
anybody.
come and
That is
If
terrorize
they
totally
don't
us. Is
want
wrong.
that what you want to
democracy
bring
to
again?
move on,
That is
let
totally
it
wrong.
go. That's what they are trying to say. It's as simple as that.
Jonathan
You
had
understand? We can't be
Mr.
timid in our
Jonathan
own
had
country.
executive
Anyhow
Mr.
they want,
Jonathan,
if we are ready to
Mr.
face
See,
them,
Jonathan,
that's
you
what
people
we
don't
are saying.
understand Olumide.
Mr. Jonathan is one of the adults in the room.
Olumide ideal is for us to separate the country.
Mr.
He has
Jonathan is
made
one
up
of the
his mind.
adults in the room.
Olumide, am I
People
lying?
like Black Panther,
Olumide,
you
am I
don't
lying?
think this, you don't think things through before you give suggestion. Do you think of the future? Do you think of the repercussion? So you want the same method that El-Rufai with Tinubu brought to come and give that support to Peter Obi to get him out? You are not serious.
Is you that you are not serious? Is it because you are afraid of their threats that will
Carry
allow
am
them to have
yourself
their
now.
way?
Go and carry am
Do you know that?
yourself now.
Let me give you an example. Do
Go
you know
and
that
carry am. I know where your conversation is leading to. Go and carry am.
listen, nobody is doing,
You
let me
want to form
listen.
coalition of
You don't
nonsense.
understand.
The
If
country will even be worse than Tinubu's time. They will come
it is
snatch
not
power. They
true,
will not allow
it's
Obi
not
to do
true.
anything.
You
Elvis,
are
you
just
better be
sounding like
careful.
an APC member right
You
now.
better be
That's what they are
careful of
sounding
this
now.
kind of people.
You understand? Because the point is
Elvis
that
knows where I lean. Elvis knows where I lean.
no,
I'm a
the
Yoruba
point
See,
is
person.
that
I don't
Olumide,
the
support
way
Tinubu.
things
my brother, let me describe Olumide before so that you know
But
how
I
to
will
say
not come and
circular.
support people who are not cerebral, who don't want to think things through before they do things.
Olumide, this is your ideal. Let me say it now.
You
You
don't know
want
my ideal at all, Black
wait
Panther.
now.
You don't know my ideal.
Let me put myself in a position to stop say it. Let me at least 10% I'll get them. Olumide wants a good country.
Answer
And
when
Olumide,
you
wait
ti
till
daru.
now.
Chaos you
See,
chaos upon
Olumide,
chaos.
you listen to
in
us. You
chaos. We're
listen.
already in chaos. We are not running away from anybody. This country belongs to all of us. Anyhow they want it, they will see it. Because if you
See,
decide to say you don't want now, the trouble that is ahead of us is more than what is it right now. Who told you
see,
that if this election goes on the way they plan, who told you that 10 won't come? Who told that
see,
4
my
won't come
brother, my
in
brother,
future?
my brother that's
So
in
we should be
my
able to
brother, you are
fight for our
my
country.
brother,
Very, very important.
Olumide, this my brother that is talking now is in Nigeria. And he has said a lot of things, giving us a lot of information, even allow us to speak. And we spoke and he understood where we are
You
coming
know
from.
what? You
And
know,
we
you know my,
Olumide, wait.
my brother. My brother is
Olumide,
Nigerian.
wait. Olumide, wait.
I feel where I understand that you probably know where the shoe pinches the most. You understand? I understand where you're coming from. You guys are fed up with everything going on there. You want things to be better and to move on. But the people that you people are drawing to yourself to come and be helping to save you are not the people that are going to save you. These people are the same people that will drown you. The people you are looking up to are not the people that will save you. They are the ones that will drown you.
Olumide, what is your
Let me say
solution?
something.
Olumide, what is your
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Olumide, what is your
Every
solution? What
Mr.
is your
Good evening,
solution?
everyone. Because I haven't had the chance.
I have not said don't stand up when the election holds and
Mr.
No,
when they rig the election. I
Good
haven't said
evening,
don't
everyone in the
stand up
panel.
and say
Everybody in the panel.
Wait now. Let them answer the question finish
wait.
before you talk.
So Black
Oga
Panther,
Olumide, what
when
is
the
the
election,
solution?
this is my solution. When the election holds, I have not said that if they try to rig the election or if they rig the election, people should not stand up for their rights. I haven't said that. But the people you are collaborating with, the people that you are bringing around you to come and stand with you, are criminals themselves. How is the country going to be any better if they get there? So you think that someone like Atiku, if he gets there, you think that someone like
Who are the
El-Rufai
righteous
will
one
Okay,
get
you are
that are
there?
going to
finished.
work
Oga
with?
Odua,
See,
That's why
speak.
just
He has
that's
finished.
why your
Black
country
Panther,
is
calm
in a
down.
mess. You
Olumide,
guys are
Let
not
who
ready
Odua
are
to
the
fix
speak
the
now.
righteous
country.
one in Nigeria
Nobody's
that we are going to
righteous.
work with?
Never
Can you
mind
name it?
Sombe. Nobody's righteous. Ogbe Inde láti 1960 débi tẹ́ wà lẹ́yìn.
This is not a Yoruba platform. Who is
Eh?
righteous that
I
we
am
are going
telling
to
you that
No,
from
work with?
let
1960.
Odua
Mi ò
speak
gbọ́
now.
Yorùbá,
Muna
Now
gbọ́
let
the same
Odua
Yorùbá.
speak.
mentality will lead you from 1960 that lead you here. Nobody's
Okay.
righteous. And you are in a shito. The
Okay,
same
Okay,
mentality.
we should not go to the election.
Odua, speak now.
Thank you. Good evening, Mommy Diaspora. Good evening, commenters, listeners, and viewers. Good evening, the passerby and everyone in the panel. Well, Mr. Lumide, thank you for your view. You see, my people said that.
Before they call Mr. Odua, I want to not forget Mr. Aiko.
Okay, after Odua, Mr. I go speak.
My people said that it is the ADC that know the secret of his master. So these people that you talk about, now these people that you say we are running to, these are the former governors, former senators, former this and former that in the same country. And they are still the one heading the positions, whether you call it APC, you call it PDP, any party you call it, these people are still the one holding it. Now, this APC were formed by the people who could not have their way in PDP. They avert themselves or divert themselves. They form AC. Then they form a little party. Before you know, they merge together, become APC. So that was how they tumbled the PDP out of it. Then, looking to the position, those who now had the APC could no longer give these people their needs. And the PDP could no longer hold ground for them to stand. So they had to form a new way of life now. Funny the new way of life, it is normal. So whoever that can rescue Nigeria to present the good candidate as Peter Obi, that is what we are looking for. But the problem I have here now is Atiku have started campaigning that if they give him the opportunity, that is where Peter Obi lose in the fight. Because if that Atiku said anybody now who will come out that you not will support the person, I will have heard that. But saying that if they give it to me, I will do this, I will do that, automatically shows that there is no way for Peter Obi there. Because now they want to fight for it. They are going to use money. It is the money they used to fight in PDP that enable Peter Obi to run away.
We cannot preempt what is going to happen in future.
My brother, I will preempt it.
Okay, I'm coming, sir. If we watch, Peter Obi also know how to play the politics. He can really relate to the person of Tamboa, Fitri, and many other persons. Okay, you guys should support me. Let me just do one thing. In 2027,
listen, my brother. Did you know that our governor from Rivers State, he take money to this man in Kanu. He was doing everything. Hello?
Continue.
He even built their market. They said their market get born. He vowed this, he do that. But at the end of the day, what did they happen? Just one person betrayed him and said, I will support my brother Atiku. That is why he's a backing dog in SDP in FCT now. Where they're making a minister.
Such an event cannot repeat itself.
That is why he's backing because he's thinking of that money.
Himself have also learned
the money he has spent in this.
No need for us to say that one as a yardstick.
So no, you have to. It is what happened yesterday. You will not know what you will know.
No, the point is that Tamboa himself will be interested to be present in 2031.
Exactly.
All these other guys.
We are not talking of 2031. We are talking of 2027 now.
We know. That's why they'll feel more comfortable when the pressure is there. They'll feel more comfortable to support Obi for one term, so that they can actualize their 2031 ambition. So it's not the same thing like what happened in 2023.
If Atiku have not started saying, if they give it to me, I will be very happy. I will know that okay, there is hope.
Atiku is a politician. He can say anything he wants to say, but then they'll make a decision. They'll make a decision.
You see where you obedience are making.
So
there's a
that is where the fear came in.
So
when it comes to money, they will go to use money here. Amishi is ready to spend money because Amishi spend money for Buhari's this thing.
Sure. Amechi and Atiku, they are ready to spend dollars for the primary. But so long as they don't zone it to the south, Peter Obi won't put his head. He will pull out. That's what the game is playing.
What is going to happen. That is where the APC will now use the frustration against obedient. Because they will not let money pump in there. Then Peter Obi will not
So you are calling those people that gathered there Mumu now? Mumu Abi, they'll repeat their mistake all over again, Abi. Is that not what you are calling them?
No, but Atiku has been repeating his mistakes since more than close to 25 or more years now. So if they don't want to learn, greed at times blind your eyes. That's just the unfortunate
The reason why Atiku went for that thing was to test the ground, to break that gentleman agreement. That is the reason why he went there. People don't understand why Wike is angry. Wike said it now. Why are you people arguing back and forth? Atiku cannot
Mr.
repeat
Ak,
it again.
Baba Ak, is your turn.
Baba Ak, speak.
Okay. Good evening, everybody, or good morning, good afternoon, depending your location. I've been listening. We have been on 3 or 4 days euphoria of the coalition. I want to chip in my candid advice and what I think. The situation right now, the coalition is about 3 days. I'm only advising us that about 3 days now, I'm only advising that we lower the temperature. We have not really we have not really seen the document of resolution of what they have agreed. None of us should know for now. So what am I trying to advise? Let us not play into the hands of the APC, online. Let us try not to play into their hands by trying to fight ourselves, all in trying to defend our principle. We can express the way we feel. We can express what we want. There is a noise somewhere.
Baba Jonathan, noise in your place.
No, I think it's Olumide or so. Brother Olumide, can you mute? Can you mute? Sure, thank you.
Yeah, go ahead, sir. Thank you.
So what I'm trying to say is that let us try to understand that this coalition is just about 3 days. Every permutations that each and every one of us have, let it be based on the basis that everything we are speaking is towards making sure that it is Mr. Peter Obi respectfully to the other people that are in the coalition. Each and every one that is in that coalition, we know who they are already. We know what they represent, and we know what they want. So remember, my brothers and sisters, if at the end of the day, when you are going to a round table for negotiation with people with contract and whatever, everything is all about give and take. If you try to impose your own will on what is going to happen in the coalition, they can decide to say, okay, we give it to you. But at the end of the day, they're not going to support you in the real election. So what am I saying? Let us try to be respectful to the supporters of Atiku, El Rufai, Amechi, everybody that you see there. We know each and every one of them what they represent. But let us present our, constructive argument why we think that it should be Peter Obi. Let us not look down on anybody or the supporters of other people because they have their supporters, right? Let us do everything respectfully because they just born the coalition. I am in support of the coalition, but also I believe that our principal who are in the midst of these people know why he decided to be in the midst of these people. And I know as much as all of us know him, every other plan and every other thing he wants to do is holding it very tightly on his chest. I want to advise us, please, no matter the platform you go, do not play in the hands of the APC because what they want us to do, argue, fight, disagree, and call names. And at the end of the day, every one of us will lose the sight of what we are after. What should be concerned each and every one of us right now? If you know how much people you can register to join ADC in Nigeria, that should be our primary concern. If you say that you are a member of Obedient Movement and you have not registered in Obedient Movement, the portal is working. We need to prepare to present a very concrete argument on the table. Mr. Peter Obi has already put an argument already on the table that no matter whatever anybody is saying, it is something that they will find it too difficult to swallow. What is that he put on the table? I am going to do 4 years. And I'm going to hand over on 28, not even 29. We might not understand why he played that master stroke. Some people will come and tell you, oh, some people in the north, I say, no, they don't trust him, they don't believe him. How many people are they speaking on their behalf? Are we not saying that our principal, our Mr. Peter Obi has no political strategies? He doesn't have advisors. He doesn't have people who, these are the people who he know. These are the people he know more than the way we know them, right? So, what am I trying to say, my brothers? Please, let us remember that we are in a coalition with other people. Respectfully, we can disagree because we know what we are looking for. We know what we are pursuing. All our efforts should be geared, how do we promote our candidate? Remember, Mr. Peter Obi is an open book. Mr. Peter Obi do not need any introduction to Nigeria anymore because he is the only opposition in Nigeria who has been working since from the campaign of 2022 up to today. He is in the minds and the eyes of Nigerians. And whatever he has said from that time to now is see what he's saying. So, Mr. Peter Obi is an open book. He doesn't need any introduction. He doesn't need any campaign. He has said whatever he has said and he's not changing anything. So please, I came in and I'm only begging that we should not fight ourselves online. Don't play into the hands of these people. All we need to do, find as many people that you can register in ADC. Remember, if they say they want to do primary, if they say they want to do whatever, if we don't have a large members in that ADC, that's where it begins to work against you. Remember, in 2027, there is going to be local government, there is going to be state house of assembly, there is going to be national assembly, there are going to be so many elections. We need numbers, we need people. If I can register 200 people, somebody can register 50 people, somebody can register 1,000 people. This is what we should occupy our mind right now, not fighting about positions, who takes what or who doesn't take what. If we want to discuss about our permutation, what we feel, we should put that discussion in a way that the people that are in this coalition will be able to understand that where we are coming from. We are not being disrespectful, but we are being respectful, even though we are trying to put a conviction, argument before the table. So that if we don't play into their hands, none of us who is in this platform will say, we don't know the people that we are dealing with. We know their history. We know their story. It is not what we are after right now. Because we know all these things before we say, let's do this. Remember, my brothers, what the federal government of Nigeria planned for Mr. Peter Obi and his cronies is that at the end of the day, Mr. Peter Obi will not have a platform to contest election in 2027. Remember, the last 2 meetings that INEC did, Aburi was not invited. But ask yourself, why has they not officially confirmed Nanadi Usman as the acting chairman of Labour Party? This is the game that is being played. We should remember this. So, our principal has his tight, the number BA plan on his chest. All we are saying right now, I'm appealing to all of us, please, find a way to register people, tell people to go to ADC and register and become a member of ADC because we need numbers. We need people. No matter whatever they are going to do, we still need people. No matter what kind of primary they want to do, we need people. Because if you are obedient and you are not in ADC right now, and you are not a member of Obedient Movement, where you can be able to receive concrete information. We should base our argument based on what we hear from our principal, or what Tanko said at the president of Obedient worldwide, acting president of Obedient worldwide. Let us not fall into the hands of these people, because this is what they want. Don't you know how many months have you seen Wike go to the station? Is he not the person who used to invite the TV people to come to Abuja? But he went to station yesterday. How many times? How many? It's almost 2 years. APC have never had their national committee meeting. APC don't go online, but tomorrow they are going online. What do you think is the problem? They are in the fear mood. They are in the shivering mood, because every plan and program they plan for Mr. Peter Obi and every opposition, they never saw this coming. So I am only here to appeal to all of us, in as much as each and every one of us and millions of Nigerians are praying that these people should lose our principal as the presidential candidate. Please remember to speak respectfully to other people. We know who they are, but remember they have supporters. Remember what we are looking for. Remember the vote we are seeking for. Remember where we are seeking the vote. Remember that we need everybody, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Because if this coalition works, if in any way that this coalition should work, that rigging machine that they think they know, the people that are in this coalition
Mr.
are
Ike,
part and parcel of the riggers in Nigerian election. So I'm only appealing to all of us, please. Remember
Mr. Ike, thank you so much for the speech. The reason why you see most of us are talking is the fact that there are some APC prosy who, one way or the other, I'm not talking about people who are, critical in their thinking. They just actually they are analyzing different persons, but there are also some persons that do come online just to talk against the movement, talk against the person of maybe Erufai. They have done this before. They have done even Peter Obi and many others. You know why? Because, like you just said, as you have alluded to just now, that because of this coalition, the so-called Wike and even the APC themselves are now going online, meeting different TV stations to go and express their feeling and all of that. This is just a small one, and more is going to come. So, if we allow such people like those APC prosy to start ruling down the coalition and many others, you cannot expect to be there not to say something. Definitely, they will talk. I heard your view that at least we should respect, like for instance, Amechi, Erufai, Atiku, their opinion, the right to contest for the primary, for instance. Yes, we understand. We should not go against them. Like, we should not talk negative and all of that. We know, but we should discuss the issue and all of that.
We can disagree and agree respectfully. It's not. Okay. It's not a problem. Fine. I'm not saying we shouldn't talk about it. But
okay,
what
fine.
I'm trying
the question
to
I want to ask you is this.
Okay.
All things being equal, and Rotimi Amechi is coming up with his own proposition or whatever. Atiku, Erufai, and many other persons, okay, that want to get the tickets.
Yeah.
If at the end of the day everything is being done free and fair,
yeah,
and it's transparent, and we all know it, and Peter Obi did not get the ticket, what will be your stand? One,
guys, I can see already.
And again, what if Peter Obi did not get the ticket? It's a two question. No? Yeah. What if Peter Obi did not get the ticket, and he now asks us to support the person who may eventually get the ticket?
Okay. Remember me, I'm speaking as Brother Ike. In this coalition, I have one red line that I am not going to cross. And that red line in this coalition is that the power must come from the South. It is a red line that I am not ready to surrender to anybody.
Okay, based on that, what if Rotimi get the ticket?
Oh, fine and good. But the another question you have to understand, what is Rotimi Amechi bringing to the table?
What is Peter Obi bringing to the table?
Oh, a lot. You know already. So let's not go there. I don't want us to go a lot of argument.
Okay. 6 million votes. 6 million votes.
I just advise. All I'm saying is that we know that there are proxies of APC everywhere. That's why I just said that no matter whatever we are saying, remember that we are talking about coalition. It's no more. We are no more. It's not only Labour Party now, but we are trying to work with other people. Another better information we should remember. The last coalition. Remember.
Sorry. Chobala, when you are asking what's Peter Obi bringing to the table, you are beginning to put me in a tight
No.
What do you stand for?
Okay, fine. Look at it. This is critical question because the reason I'm asking that question, we all know what Peter Obi is capable of doing. What is?
But don't ask. No.
I need to ask. You know what I'm asking?
Why are you asking?
Hold on now. I'm not against anybody. The reason I'm asking is that Peter Obi will definitely come up with his own policies and all of that. Maybe like the person from the South, Rotimi Amaechi, may also have his own political base, policies and all of that. So my whole point is that what if Peter Obi bringing to the table? And again, what is this man Rotimi Amaechi bringing to the table?
The point is this: bring to the table by yourself. Don't ask anybody here.
Yeah. Okay.
No. Look at the question. No, we assume that Peter Obi did not get the ticket. That is the question. That is the assumption. No.
If Peter Obi don't get the ticket,
okay, you think they'll give Peter Obi and Rotimi do election? You thought say Rotimi go beat Peter Obi?
No, hold on. See, you are not getting it. See, we are talking about assumption.
Jobala, can I answer
you don't want to be 100% sure that Peter Obi. Continue, sir.
I understand what you're saying, but before I answer, I want to put something before it escape my mind. I want us to understand that this coalition that we're working now is a coalition of individual, not political party. So when you are comparing what happened in 2014 or 15, remember, as of now, it's not a political parties, but it is a coalition of individuals who are still members of their political parties. So it's two different things. I want us to understand that first. Then, based on the question you asked, like Brother Elvis has already answered, I don't, because when I want to stretch the issue of Mr. Peter Obi and the road to me, what did I say here? I said Mr. Peter Obi is an open book. Mr. Peter Obi does not need any campaign, because everything you want to know, my brother Teobala that is asking me, you have already known this man. He's not going to add anything tomorrow. So, what do you want me to say? Okay, for me to say, like Brother Elvis said, somebody said he brought 6 million votes. He has 6 million votes on the table? Is it what they want me to say? I just said here, sometimes we have to use wisdom because of the condition and the situation we find ourselves right now. We have to choose our words so that we don't make mistakes somewhere. I'm trying to say is that the point here
is this: that question, I think Blank Pata, I respect him for that. Whenever a question comes, you're able to. I'm not talking about you. I mean, in general, this question can come to me. They might ask me, "What's the spirit I'll be bringing to the table?" I should be able to let him know he has 6 million votes on his bank. He has the capacity. I've done this before. So compared to other candidates, which you talk about the issue initially, fine. So we assume all things being equal.
Not even 6 million votes. He has well over 6 million votes. That 6 million is just the one INEC gave to him.
Exactly. We are using APC number for
other places. We should make it clear, more than 6 million, not 6 million.
So they
stole a lot of his votes.
Better we analyze issues, and Mr. Niger Watch. See, you said we can criticize our masters. So we can also ask obedient questions as well. There are sometimes you play the devil's advocate. You ask a question based on as if how it's supposed to be, and maybe other people will ask.
Chobala, at this moment, this is a very sensitive period. Remember, in 2023, there's a kind of question I can take and I cannot take. I know I'm biased on that area, and I'm happy to be biased. So the election never reach, campaign never supposed to start. They say it does start. So make we just tight our bet right now. So those kind of questions in the public, they won't know that some satanic set of people are listening to us right now. I think it's uncalled for. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Brother Elvis.
Thank you, sir. You are very right.
Let me end like this. Jobala, did you listen to Mr. Peter Obi on Space 2 weeks ago?
I've always been listening to him. Yeah.
Okay. Because if you are following what is going on, even in the mainstream media and online, You know what they say this coalition is all about? Articulate coalition. Have you asked yourself that question? Have you asked yourself why the mainstream media and some online is saying it is an articulate coalition? But to you, is it articulate coalition? No, the answer is no. Was it or not on that space? Because it has been all speculation all this while. Is Mr. Peter Obi there or not? It was there. He told me and you that he has been in this coalition from day one, that he only misses the meeting when he's out of Nigeria. Also, look at what is going on online now, right now. The permutation, they have planted people all over the internet and the mainstream media. Mr. Peter Obi is going to be the vice president of Atiku. Has anywhere my principal, Mr. Peter Obi, told anybody that is going to be a running mate to Atiku Abubakar? The answer is no. On the space, he repeated what he had been saying. He has never shifted from anything he has been saying because he knows the people he's working with. He knows that it's something he cannot reveal to us in public. So please, my brother, let's try to, let's discuss everything about this coalition. But this is my own personal opinion. Let us apply some wisdom and try to understand we are working with other people. It doesn't matter. We know their backstory. We have their files. We know what everybody represents. But respectfully disagree and agree. Thank you. God bless you.
So, Uncle Hike, well, I mean, I've not disputed. I'm not going to dispute anything you said. I just want to say that.
Are you the next person to speak, Mr.
I know.
Obi?
We are just contributing. Are we picking lines?
No. There are people that have not spoken. Please.
You can speak.
Yeah,
nobody. The reason why I interject I just now because they was talking long, so I just needed to introduce, put it something. You can speak. Don't be say anybody.
So Uncle Ike, so the question to ask is, you should know that these guys are playing games, and the kind of caliber of people. Yeah, fine. Obi is not a small boy, but you know that we know the caliber of people that he's playing these games with. And do you think that it will not be unknown to somebody like Atiku or his minions that they deliberately threw those kind of news into the media that Obi should be vice president, knowing fully well that this man, despite the fact he's so old, is still ambitious? That's one. Then two, there are people like us who want mean well for that contraption. And all we are saying is that for the country to be laid well on a good foundation so that we don't make the same kind of mistakes that they made in 2015 in the name of coalition in order to get rid of Jonathan. We fell from frying pan into fire. The same modus operandi is playing again. And these same people who are banding around, wanting to use your principal as a bait to get to power, are the same set of people who put the country into that quagmire that it is today.
Okay, let me answer the question.
I'm not. People like me. Let me finish. People like me are not fools.
Yeah,
we know what is
too
going
far
on.
so that we can give another person chance. I understand your question. Let me just answer your question. The first one, my brother Olumide, politics is not love affairs. Politics is a game. Politics is a game. Politics is not love affairs. So that goes away from that's the answer to your number one question. The same question you are asking. That's why I am going back to the answer I gave you the first one, which politics is a game. And if you are playing the game of politics, you should be able to understand that everything is welcome in the game of politics. But the question remains is that you that is part of that game that is being played, how are you playing your game? And what kind of game are you going to play that will override the games of other people that you are playing the same game with? That is what politics is all about. It's a game, my brother. If you don't know, we know politics is a game. So we like I explained it on the other time. Oh, we know all these people already. We know what they represent, but that's not the point now. We have decided to go into a marriage with these same people. But what am I going to lose, and what am I going to get? And how am I going to position myself in order to be able to make sure that whom I am, like Brother Elvis used to say, that nothing will ever change who I am, even though I am in the midst of the wolves. Should I not remain who I am? Because already I have made name for myself, and I have millions and millions of people that are following me that believe in what I stand for. So why should I go into this political game and soil my hand when I know that if I am standing on what I stood for, I am still going to be who I am?
I'm sorry. Let me just say this, Brother Ike. That is the very reason why some of us are saying that if you have that name and credibility, you don't need to fraternize with them.
Brother Lumide, let me ask you a question. Sorry. The political space. Let me ask you a question. Sorry.
That is why our politics has gone this bad. Somebody has to take the lead and redefine what politics should actually be.
Okay, let me answer.
Does politics mean conniving with people who don't have the same ideology or who don't mean well for the people to get to power?
Yes.
That is bad politics.
And in addition to that, Olumide, I have one concern.
Tiobala, just a minute.
Hold on now. When I interject, what did you interject since? My whole concern is this. I'm just referencing what happened in the US a few days ago. It was yesterday or so. When Donald Trump bring up these big, beautiful bills. So he needed the House to support that policies. Peter Obi might have some idea. It's good that we work towards achieving that presidency. So definitely he's going to be proposing some bills to the House. So is the senators that will be coming out of ADC, PDP, and all Labour, whatever they are, people that are coming together, are they going to be working in unison to be able to achieve those policy goals and all of that? Because this is another thing. Imagine if that vote was not passed, like after the Hakeem Jeffrey spoke for almost about 8 hours, 45 minutes. The Republicans, maybe 5 or whatever, they don't meet that 217 votes. That policy would have been dead on arrival. Donald Trump would have signed that yesterday. So how is that one going to be played out according to Nigeria politics?
Okay, let me answer you and I drop so that somebody
anybody can answer. It must not be you.
I know.
Can you allow me to talk a minute?
Let me just drop. I want to drop. I want to say one thing before I drop. I'm not saying they should be to answer that question, but I want to say one thing. The idea that we are complaining about the people that are leaders and playing politics in Nigeria, we should also try to blame ourselves, because the people that are occupying the political space in Nigeria are the same people that we're talking about. The so-called honest Nigerians are not in the political space. So it is those people we call, criminal. They are the people and their friends and cronies that are controlling the political space. Where are the people like Olumide in the political space? If you ask him to go and play politics, he will tell you, no, Nigerian politics is the deadly politics. So if you cannot play that politics to be able to change the system as a decent and honest Nigerian, who are you blaming? Because you are not in the political space. It's the people you don't want. They and their friends and their family.
I believe, if you can answer that question, I will appreciate.
All right, please.
Good evening, everyone in the panel.
1 minute, please, sir. I don't know if Mr. Tiobala, your question. Greetings first to everybody, Mama Diaspora, everybody in the panel, and people listening. The thing is, you don't need to be a saint before you bring some common sense to the Nigerian, leadership. Everybody will agree that some of these things we are seeing today in Nigeria, in terms of insecurity, particularly, cannot happen under someone like General Olusegun Obasanjo. And Obasanjo is among the people you consider the elites and all that. So you don't need a saint. You just need someone that uses common sense and that will just do things the right way. So all these things you're saying, this thing. And this coalition, everybody knows for a fact that if Peter Obi is not flagging that, is not the one that is going to be the flag bearer, he's not going anywhere. You see these people that has been, if Peter Obi cough, they will come and talk about it, even before the coalition. So now that he's in the coalition, you see someone like Wike going to channels and sitting down for interview. Someone that used to invite journalists for hangouts, all of them will just look as if somebody is lecturing them. That's one of the reasons I don't even respect most of some of those journalists. And it's because of Peter Obi. He's among the coalition, and even Atiku knows. All these people, they know for a fact that without Peter Obi being the flag bearer, that the coalition, in fact, Tinubu will be there until he finishes the second term. That's just the truth. So let us not deceive ourselves. So yeah, someone can.
Thank you very much. Good evening, everybody in the panel. Good evening, Mr. Nigeria. Good evening, Nigeria. You see, coronation is very good because without coronation, you cannot see those current government in position. One, if I may ask, how many politicians in Nigeria they have good record? Out of 100%, only 5%. 95% don't have good record. Correlations mean formidable force to remove the current government in power. It doesn't mean because you have bad people, you have good people, right? That one doesn't mean. Let me tell you one thing. In politics, there is no enemy, there is no friend. Yes, there is no life enemy, there is no friend, because when you defeat, they come from one party to another party. Your enemy may be there. And when you defeat from one party to another party, you will meet in there, you will not be friends. That is the reason why we don't have best friend in politics. Without coronation, you cannot remove this government currently in the seat. We know those people, they have bad record, but let's put that one aside. Yeah, that doesn't mean anything, because the way the country is going now, you will not put that one. That one is not the first thing you will put at front. No. Because you need to see what is happening now in the country. It's not normal, it's abnormal. There is no law, nothing is working in the country. Why can you bring you need to have good people to work with? No, we know, yeah, that one is true. But after everything, you will select the good people and work with the good people. But for now, what we are fighting for is to remove this government on seat. Yes, that is what we are fighting for now. But yeah, there is something I want to let you guys know. According to how they say they are zoning the presidency, right? They say from the south, 8 years. Why not 8 years? Now, North have finished 8 years. Buhari. South now, they are now 2 years. After 2 years now, it's going to 4 years, right? If we are talking about primary in ADC, you should forget about the North. The North, they will not come up that primary in ADC, no. It's only in the South. Let's focus in the South. I believe Atiku will not come up. Yeah, according to what they say, from 8 years to 8 years. Now is the turn of the South, which is they are only for 2 years now. After 4 years finish, if Tinubu is removed, is the South too? It's not North. We forget about no. I believe Atiku will not come up. The only thing now is for Amechi now to step down for Peter Obi. That is the only thing that will bring this distraction in that aspect. Yeah, Amechi now is the only distraction that will distract Peter Obi. I believe nobody will come up from the north side because they know already. That's why they formed the coalition. They know already. We are just saying that Atiku will not come up. No, I believe that the only thing that I believe there will be vice president in the north, but the president will be in the south, 100%. The only thing we need to do now is Amechi to step down for Peter Obi. That is only our prayer now. That is what we fight for. Yes, for me.
So, my brother, what if your prayer is not answered? And
No. You know why it will answer? Apart from my prayer self, the way I view it, I told you
so
now.
I'm asking you now. What if Amechi ends up being the presidential candidate of the ADC?
Can I answer the
And El
question?
Rufai
I'm
ends up.
coming, Plan Panther. Let me
What
answer.
are you going to do?
That's a wild imagination. Amechi being
You
the front.
don't hear what I said. I say my prayer now is for Amechi to step down for Peter Obi.
My brother,
You don't hear what I said.
You don't even need to pray, my brother. It's your Amechi it was not even stepped up in the first place. So how is he stepping down? He's
You
not
don't step up.
so.
What do you say?
No, I'm saying they have not made him any. Nobody is talking about that right now.
See.
No, Amechi want to come up. It's not nobody. It's not that nobody is talking about that. You don't. The last interview he had in a right to be. You don't listen.
Yeah, that's the prayer of the opposition of the ruling party is for someone like Amechi to declare that he
No,
wants.
Amechi is not. He's not in the APC now. Currently, no.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying he's in the APC. I'm saying they will wish for him to want to be that opposition to Peter Obi, but everybody knows that if they allow that in their coalition, then they are shooting themselves in the foot now.
Yeah, that is what that if they made that mistake. Apart from Peter Obi, if Peter Obi is not the presidency in that ADC, Tinubu will take over. Tinubu will continue to where he stopped.
And this coalition is very good because all these, half obedient, some half obedient people sitting on the
You see, my brother.
cold weather. Wait, 1 minute. Cold weather obedience. By now they should be happy. All these people that pretend to be obedient, some people, they should be happy that Obi is now in the mainstream. See, that's what they regard the mainstream. When they see the North, they say, "Oh, that's mainstream." So all the big players, El Rufai, that's the founding father of APC, one of the founding fathers of APC. So I think all this hiding obedience should be happy now. I wonder why they are still pretending.
Rufai, according to the last interview, Rufai, the problem is just how Tinubu will be removed. According to him, they are the one that brought him there before. He just wanted to.
Even Tinubu himself thanked him now. He said, "Ebami Rufayo." You didn't see when he won the.
Yes, he's not fighting for any position.
Say they should help him and thank Rufai.
We are rounding up 10 minutes.
Yeah, you say how you be removed there.
Hey, can I say something here? You see, those of us trying to test our intelligence, sometimes it looks funny. You see, when you talk about presidency, if you look at the mathematics, there's no room for a fresher. There's no room for a fresher. There's no room for somebody who does not have anything to present on the table when it comes to negotiation. In Nigerian police, when you negotiate, you bring something on the table before you negotiate. What amount of vote? Where are you going to carve your vote from? Have you been tested before? The answer to Amechi is no. So why are you people bringing Amechi? He has the right to contest, but he cannot stand in the primaries. He can't stand.
Exactly.
Because he's not going to win it. So let us be arguing something with our own, critical analysis. Not because it is politics, then Amechi must come. No. Let us argue from the point of being objective. Not say you want to say, what if he come now? Are you testing us? Let us be truthful and let us go straight.
That is your reasoning. Is the way that is your reasoning. In the other hand, you don't listen for the interview, the last interview in the RICV.
What did
I listened to him. He said he himself is capable of contesting for presidency. that this is not the time to say it. Simple. So the guy Amechi is not going to contest. He no go fit make the end mark. He no go fit now. But una look at not be money be everything for number one position. You need money, but you have to bring vote. You have to carve your vote out and tell us where you go get your vote from. Obi can tell you, Obi is an open book. He go tell you where you go carve out and from. He go tell you what you get, where you go from penetrate, where you don't penetrate. Amechi don't go not go campaign before. Who go help and campaign? You guys, let us be serious here, I beg.
Black Panther, please. On a good evening, I think say people go welcome me, make I give chance, but it's okay. It's one of those days. Thank you, Niger Watch. I greet each and every one of you. At least I observe our protocols. Actually, I listened from the background. I'm traveling, but I've gotten home. So while listening on my device,
it was just talk and round up. That's what we're doing. Good evening.
Okay, yeah. So it was just what I wanted to point out was I think I joined at the point people were talking about running mate to Peter Obi or this. One thing I know, whatever I'm saying here, I'm not saying based on revelation or authority. No, it's just like brainstorming. We are just like the way all of you have been brainstorming. I feel because of coalition, if the ADC coalition works the way I want it or the way most of us want it, which is adopt Peter Obi, say, look, Peter Obi, you will be the flag bearer for ADC. If it works that way, I'm envisaging a case, maybe something that happened the way, I think it was Edo State, Obaseki and Phyllis Shaibu leaving APC, going to PDP, in which they gave Obaseki the ticket, but telling him that we in PDP will give you a VP. Obaseki said no. I want to have Shaibu with me. We've been working together all these things. Somehow they settled it. So I'm feeling that they may say, Obi, if you are given the ticket, or we want you to fly our ticket, your VP, your running mate, the coalition will choose it for you, something like that, whatever, in a way that they don't want Dati Baba Ahmed, to be the running mate of Obi, which I know that if you leave Obi, Obi will say that will be his choice. However, I want to come in here when people are saying if it's maybe Atiku should be the person may nominate or whatever. In a coalition, I know by right, unless they consider it to be, they may say, Obi, we will give you a running mate. You won't run with this because you've done with him in Labour Party, which I do not support. But one thing I want us to know is this. And to do that, hey, am I coming out clearly? Yes, in trying to do that, what the normal practice is, if it's an interest from the northern part of maybe the caucus, probably Atiku interest, maybe Kwakwans, I don't know how many of them that are coming with different interests, Erufa interest, all those people. The normal practice is you tell the presidential candidate, or the presidential candidate will say, okay, give me 3 names. You can't give the person 1 name and say, this is the person to run with you. No, it's not done that way. You say, give me 3 names. From there, I will select, or 3 or 4. So that is what I want to chip in. This should be the case. And if that is the case, it depends. But I don't want them to drop
it. You are right. That's the way it's been done. They'll give him 3 to choose from.
If he say, give me 5 or 4 or 3, but in any case, and when you give, meaning that when they submit the 3, they will say any of these 3 you choose is as good as taking the entire is welcomed by us. So we will now go into details and know how to do. You may say, give me 2 weeks, I will announce, or give me 1 week. So he will go into their details and do and see whoever, maybe talk to them and then sample people's opinion about them secretly, you may not know, and then do his own research or his own inner whatever caucus. They come up with something. I know that might be a case, but that is predicated on the fact that the thing pans out. That is the ADC. We say Obi is the person, the face who is capable. Because that, to me, he is the only man in Nigeria today that is capable of defeating Tinubu, no matter the level of rigging. One, he's from the south. Then people throwing in Atiku. One thing that annoyed me, maybe Atiku should have known this thing, is that Atiku in 2015 left PDP, campaigned against PDP because he doesn't want Jonathan to succeed, to run. He said because of that, Atiku left PDP, the party that has given him so much, and went to APC to go and campaign for another candidate who is Buhari, and then make sure that the power returned to the north. Now, the power has been 8 years in the north. When power come down to the south now, what is Atiku looking into? Why should he show off his hand? So, you see, sometime, anyway, maybe he must have known this logic, but I don't know why. If he brings
he has tested the water. Sorry, he tested the water of breaking that gentleman agreement. He didn't succeed, so he cannot do it again.
He cannot do it again. So Atiku, as a politician, let me say this about him. Atiku missed his chance because of greed. Probably if he had served Obasanjo loyally, naturally it will go to him. Now that he missed the opportunity of serving Obasanjo loyally, Obasanjo gave it to Yaradua. And Yaradua, God so did it the way he had, the man pied. If Atiku had come out to say, okay, Jonathan, maybe taste the water, he say, okay, Jonathan, you have it. After all, you are from the Niger Delta, you've not tasted power before, you are use a lot of sweet words, the economy, the base of this thing, I support you. If he had allowed Jonathan 2015 to 2019, by 2019 it will be natural. No single PDP man from the north will ever stand in the way of Atiku.
5 minutes, we're rounding up. 5 minutes.
Oh, okay, thank you. So this was opportunity Atiku missed. If he had waited, you can imagine how old he should have been. 2019 to now, he could have been doing his first term, God willing. So, but he missed all these opportunities. So, trying to go and drag something now that people like Obi are now in the scene is a waste of time.
Dr. CM, this is not to help Atiku anyway. But there's one experience Atiku has gotten. Atiku himself has paid the price. During the SDP NRC, Atiku had to step down for Abiola. All his lifetime, he has been stepping down. So, there's a thought of, wait. Atiku is not like Wike, who got angry and starts blowing everything off. That man has sacrificed according to the political terrains in Nigeria. He has laid down a lot of things. That is why he was so angry the other time. But I believe he has learned his lesson, and he's old enough. He has given way. He has to give way for the young ones to really do it. I believe that they have to give way.
The premise of your argument is illogical. It's not true. Let me point one thing out. I know time is going. Do you know, if not for Wike, that Atiku went to Jonathan? Naturally, when the president is no more, the vice will step in. Automatic. It's just the person will take oath of office. Atiku went to Jonathan and said, look, now that we are going to complete Yaradua's tenure, 1 more year, take me as your vice. Not Namadi Sambo. When you take me as your vice, because Jonathan will now move up here, Jonathan has to select a vice. Take me as your vice. By 2011, at the end of 2011, we will switch role. I will contest as president. You will be my vice. Didn't you hear about that? Does it mean that somebody who wants to sacrifice? Don't you know it's an insult to the commander-in-chief? He should have waited for the man to complete and then he contest from the north. So he wanted it. He said, after all, Yaradua is the turn of the north. So you complete it because of joint ticket. But after that, we will switch role. I will use you as my vice.
Then I Dr. CM.
No,
Dr. CM.
Yes.
See, I know it's true. Dr. CM, look, see, we have to also come from different paths. You understand? We have to be fair. If you have spent, you have laid the foundation for a lot of things, and your chances to become the president was brighter then. They now group themselves together.
What foundation?
No, wait.
Don't go.
Look,
maybe next time, don't forget about.
No. I'll say it here. If I have been in politics, I played my role, and the group of people came together to say that you step down because of anything, because of this man, I now step down. That is good. That is good. So we cannot just throw in. Yes, they are still the same people playing the same politics now. Have they changed?
No, Black Panther. No, I'm really
surprised.
Have they changed? You are coming like
no,
this.
I'm not trying to support Atiku. I'm trying to say, okay, Atiku is old. He cannot go into presidency on 80 years.
No,
He's
what
old.
you are even ascribing to Atiku do not marry. It does not arise.
How do you say it doesn't arise? Who stepped down for Abiola?
That one don't go. Ekweme no step down for when they were talking of Rimi.
It's Ekweme still in politics now. He's gone now.
Oh, but this thing step down now. You're talking of people who step down. Which anyway,
he's alive now. He can still fight. That's what he's doing.
We'll continue. All right.
Okay,
guys,
we'll continue.
We'll
Thank you very much, Naija Watch. I came late. Sorry.
Another 5 hours again, like yesterday. Today, no, not forget, it's supposed to be Saturday. But it's all right. I appreciate every one of you. Full panel till this moment. Election does start again. You know, election will never start 2 years in advance. Tinubu say you know go agree say campaign must start now. Allegedly. You know, say waiting concern Nigeria now, you have to add allegedly to it. If you want to take break, go eat your afternoon food. You just say, God see him allegedly, I want to go and eat. You know, if you don't want for these people, trap. But nevertheless, I appreciate those of you that call into the show today, Madam Deborah. Thank you very much, man. And I appreciate every one of you who called in as well.
Mr. Naija Watch.
Give us a man they called in. Yes, sir.
Oh, sorry. No, 2 minutes. Oh, that's already done.
No, not 2 minutes now. Now they talk with two nurses. Our guys CBD, I beg go and sleep.
Yeah. But okay, I understand. Can I just get like 30 seconds?
Yeah.
I think I will just finish by saying that yes, I like the way you came with the approach that since we are already in this election time. I mean, the campaign has started, whether we like it or not. You see the moves that these people are making. So we have to also start speaking, because obviously they are listening to everything happening online from different places, and they've awakened their sleeper cell paid people that are always online doing. I saw one even in the comments spamming there. I don't know if you see one about roasted corn head person is there spamming. So we have to also now be in that mode and be alert, and also try to put the right message out there. That's just all I have to say. Thank you.
Someone spam me on the comment section, you mean?
I saw, I don't know, is it CU something like that? It was, I saw something similar to that.
Oh, CEO. No, CEO is one of us here now.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, he's one of us, yeah. But nevertheless, like you said, they say election, they say campaign don't start. Now so they talk. So you have to tie your own bet. You have to tie your own bet. Now if you don't tie your bet, trailer will leave you.
That'll be last chance with this. So
my brother, now the last chance, so we're not going to take her lightly with anybody at all. Anybody will do
at all. Anybody will do anyhow. Na gidigbo.
You'll be blocked on earth and the heaven.
Yeah, and it's for sure that Obi is not planning on doing anything less than being the flag bearer, because he has told them 4-year term so that they won't say, oh, you want to take so the South cannot have 8 + 4 years. So he has told them 4 years. So it makes a lot of sense.
If Peter Obi go choose say you want to be running mate to anybody, you know saying a trigger, you want trigger like that be that. It's not possible.
Who you go con tell?
You never know if he be Atiku now.
Maybe now you go tell me. I know. Maybe now you go tell me. You can't tell us. Now K with the hold. Anybody will call now K with the hold.
Peter Obi not fit do that kind of thing. For him to do that, he will always like everybody enter house.
You know they see and they laugh. You know say we go finish him if you come here because say you want to be vice.
Anyway, guys, I appreciate you all. Make we round up. I'll see you guys again. Fingers crossed tomorrow, 7 p.m. Nigerian time. Let's continue to talk about it. Things that are affecting us all. I appreciate you, Mr. Jonathan, Black Panther, Mr. Ike. Thank you very much sir, for coming in, Mr. Oduwa. Thank you to Obala, my brother, Abdul Malik. Thank you, sir. Our guy CBD, Garcian. Thank you, man. One of the people and those of you that have left already because we're having a full screen. Somebody have left. I can't remember. But still, I appreciate those of you that supported the channel today. Kenny Honda and the 7 girl there. God bless you. I'm very, very grateful. The comment section, mother for Mommy Diaspora. Thank you very much, Mommy. I appreciate you for all that you do. Thanks for always being there for us all. Thank you, Abu Azi, my brother. Thank you very much. I appreciate you always. And God bless you from me. Thank you, Michael Ganimaro. Thank you, sir. Love Maduka. Thank you very much. I appreciate you all. Anthony Ola, CEO. Thank you. Peggy Modi. God bless you all, my people. Best man, thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Thank you. Everyone right there. We've come to the end of this broadcast right now. See you guys again tomorrow. Look out for our pre-recorded videos during the day, and join our live by 7 p.m. every day. Fingers crossed, we'll have a better Nigeria than you and I is fighting for. Good night, my people, and bye for now.
In this world, all of us today in motion. Everybody there in motion. Moving to our various stations. As we there in motion, make we do good to ourselves, yo. Make we do good to our neighbor. Before we reach our station, every walk gets paid. Every walk gets paid. Every walk gets paid. I make a day fear my God. I make a day fear my maker. Come on, song. Okay, my God, I make a fear my maker.